Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming in today. You've seen the title. I'm talking about giving you kind of like a personal experience, how to win the inner fight within yourself, and also how you're gonna know about it. And then that inner fight is gonna be turning into wisdom from within you. Fights. What is a fight? First of all, you have to understand that the distorted energies inside of you, the distorted way of thinking, okay, which is actually the psychologists are calling it's something it's called um, paranoia in there. But you need to understand that within the world that we live, within the life that we live, within the society that we live, most people they live within fears. They live within energies, and they fail to see the good side because used to be we all used to these energies of or this understanding of looking at within the bad, never looking at within the good, the other side for it. And when you begin to learning from yourself that you actually looking at the other, the good side, you winning the inner fights within you. So there is no more this distorted reality within yourself. That leads to the inner peace, and the distorted reality is over. And then once that distorted reality is over, you actually go ahead and turn this into a wisdom. So with that being said, I want to recognize the people who coming in today. Erica, Lydia, Grande. Thank you guys for coming in. I believe there's going to be some more people are coming in within. Lately, I've been talking to some people. I've been seeing the situations within people, like getting it in there. And what I find out that I'm not talking about my personal relationship, okay? Talking about generally out there within the community. Let that be clear for you guys. But talking about within the community that actually started during the pre-shadow of the Mercury retrograde, that started from before and so on. And anyway, I had to deal with not to look at it these primary functions within me. Hi, Lorianne. Thank you for coming in. And we're talking about actions that are based off your primary instincts. What is first coming input to yourself? The number one to win the fire within yourself is rule number one. That is about to step back of the fire. Because when you go into the fire, there's two things can gonna happen. Either fire is gonna burn you, or you're gonna burn, put more fuel within the fire by thinking you're going to win. You need to understand that when you dealing with these internal wars within yourself, the number one rule it is about step back, calm down, and look at it what the fire is. Look at it the estimate of if you gonna fire, what is that gonna burn you? Or if you go in and you put more fuel into the fire, what is that going to do? Then you're gonna be looking at within yourself, the both sides of your actions. You may be gonna find out that 90% of the time, this is not gonna be your fires. This is not gonna be your thing. This is a somebody else's fire from within themselves. Sometimes even after you're working on yourself and you heal from within, the people will still see what it's inside of them. And you need to understand that into the new age of Aquarius, you're going to find out that the people will see only from their level of what their wounds are inside of them. And that is going to be helping you to step back out of that fire, you to step from these reactions instead of sending the nasty messages, instead of blocking people, instead of arguing with people, instead of doing the messages and so on. You only back it off. When you back it off, you showing to the people that there is a different way. And this is what is going to be an awkward when you show the people there is a different ways. because the people still thinking about it. They have to fight for something. They have to be within something. They think about this something because that something is activating from within themselves. Hey, beloved Empress, thank you for coming in here. And I'm a little bit thirsty. My throat is dry. There. So, talking about this inner wars, I think so right now because we're in this process of going in and this intense energies right now with the current moment. I believe this video is not only timely wise properly, but also it is needed out there for the people who are specifically working within themselves and they have to overcome energies and situations from within. Number two, when you do within the inner fight, is keep calm and maintain it calm. Allow the situations of the fire to calm down. If you step from the fire and you're not feeding it with wood, the fire is not going to burn. Then it's just going to burn out from in itself, and then the fire is going to turn to ashes. And from those ashes, the things can happen. Either the things are going to go away by themselves, or basically there is something that's going to be learned within the person or within you. If that is you who dealing with that inner fires from within yourself, that something is going to be reborn. This is what we call the rising up of phoenix. That is a when you actually reborn of learning the mistakes of not the creating these internal wars within yourself. Those internal wars there because of distorted emotions, that distorted emotions, there is distorted energies. And when somebody comes in with those distorted energies with their in gravity field, you feeling it within you. What are you going to do? The third thing is like you allow the person to understand that they created their own storm from within themselves. A big thing that you're going to be paying attention, this is going to be a patterns. Continue repeating patterns within you with yourself first. But the only way you can check yourself out if you evolve is your actions. But the actions that you're going to make, they're coming from thinking. It in the new energies right now, they're present here on Earth. How are you going to act and react? For example, before I can ask for certain people, they have to like my post, they have to like my videos, they have to do this, they have to so on and so on and so on. And guess what? That was the attention seeking. You're seeking an attention. The difference is you are not seeking an attention. The one attentions that you're going to get is coming in from the universe. And when it comes from the universe, it's coming in naturally. That is going to lead you to have relationships, healthy relationships. First of all, within your own self, and the second of all, with everyone around you. But you're going to find that the people will still thinking about the old way because they're used to it, to seeing the bad within you. How about seeing the good within you? Are they used to this? And you have to be patient with those people. They have to see it this from within themselves. Okay. Pallavi, thank you for coming in. Yes, dear, lots of burning, but also calm, balance. Yes, that's what it's called. It is, are you going to be own the storm from within you, or the storm is going to own you? Every time when the storm owns you, what happens there? Towers crashes, wrong situations, right? But when you own the storm from within yourself, you can control it. You can control the storm within your own self of the actions and the reactions. It is very well weird that the next steps that you're going to do within it is your understandings is changing, because you're gonna find that the soul it takes more priority from within your mind compared to how you react on the basis of your ego. Listen to that. This is how and why did you evolve there. And when the soul stepping into within your mind, the soul and the spirit within you are gonna be doing more. The spirit gonna know exactly how you to work and how you to do the things from the divine perspective in there. And the spirit passing the informations to the soul works within your mind right now. And you gonna put this inner walls within yourself. You're not gonna need somebody to put the fires within you. Now, your spirit and your soul working that for you. You also may gonna find out that this is more it has to do with your divine connections within yourself, with personally within yourself. But that is gonna be reflecting out in the world within you. Even when you talk to some people, you have a healthy communications there. You know what the people is going to see? The unhealthy. They're gonna be see on things that are far away from their understanding. And you have to be good with this. You allow these people to see that within their own self, not what it's within you. But when they calm down, you can tell them, what did you go through? How did you see this fire? How did you see these situations? How did you see this conflict? And what took you to win over there? Usually that has to do a lot to do with the inner peace that we've been talking about. Because the inner peace inside of yourself is the inner peace. But people are not used to it to have a healthy conversations. They're not used to have a healthy talks. They used to be not in this. And the people looking at within you with from their wounds point of view, they might desire to wound you or pushing your fingers or do something or tell you something or expressing their fears from within you. Gotta be very careful catching it, how the people passing their fears into you. Stay away from that. You might recognize those fears, you may recognize the things inside of it, but stay away from it. You either have a fear or you have a love. And you should have no fear to stop the inner fights within you. That actually is going to be open up the love energies inside of yourself. And the more you are doing this process of winning the battles from within your mind, within this primary functions, these primary reactions in there, this primary base instincts, the better it will get. Because you're gonna get inheriting the instincts from your soul, you're gonna get the intuitions from your soul, you're gonna get your love from your soul, you're gonna get the vibrations from within your soul. You embodying the soul from within you. And that's going to lead you to a healthy patterns within your life. First of all, of the processing the informations. Second of all, that informations once it's processed within you, that information is going to be leading you to a whole new level of life, healthy personality. And that healthy personality will know what to do. You're not going to dealing with unhealthy personalities. Now you're not going chasing people. You're only going to be talking with people who you need to talk to. And those communications, those energies exchanges, those positions from within yourself, they're going to bring you to a whole another level. Most of the people have not seen. And be mindful. People will not seeing this. They're going to be feel awkward. In the beginning, they're going to feel awkward. They're going to reject this healthy personality within yourself. But later on, they will understand their personality from it because their actions, their thoughts, their thought patterns, they are from the wound point of view. They were not going to be their view from the soul. They're not used to having a healthy relationships. They're not used to having a healthy conversations. They're not used to have just these human situations within yourself. And that is that exactly that is that inner balance within you first. That reacting with the inner balance within there. And then you're gonna find out that the people who have a wars within themselves, they have to look at it from within. It has nothing to do with you. But also it applies to you. If you have an inner wars within yourself, what is the war going to do? Ruin life, ruin your relationships, ruin your internal energies. How do you feel when you are distorted? Hot flashes, hot energies, you are pissed off, and everything goes on wrong, and you're like, I can't breathe, I need to cool off, I need to ground myself out. What is wrong? You're in fight within you. Wishing inner balance for all. Exactly, Pallavi. Great. Rich, my brother, CF, thank you for coming in. Hey, VJ, my TF would use medication to suppress her emotions. She was unable to understand intense emotions and synchronicity. Um, VJ, some of the people are emotionally unavailable. The reason they are emotionally unavailable is because of the wounds inside of it. They have fear of expressing their emotions. But you need to understand that you can express your emotions within energies as well. But you can give the freedom of the person to express their emotions. But if it comes in to be used on a medications, then the situation could be more related to psychology and so on. But if you look at it in there, if you provide this understanding of energy around your twin flame, around your partner, you provide this safe comfort zone. They can express their emotions. Let me tell you, you're given a chance of your twin flame to heal in there. Because now you're not getting into their fire, you actually bring them into your peace. And that's how the game is going to be win when you're a personal example for others, but not acting in the same way that the people reacting and reacting from within. So if you look at it in that case, you actually give the opportunity that is safe. Express your emotions. If that is the emotions of anger, say it. If that is the emotions of frustrations, say it. If that is the emotions about love, say it. If that is the emotions of needs, wants, talks, and so on, express it. Because that way the person, which is these emotional blocks that were there, now has a chance to begin little by little to heal and to begin to understanding the power of expressing emotions. Because the person who begins to expressing emotions, he begins to understand love and the whole new level, complete level. Because emotion, physical, mental, and the spiritual are all coming together. And if the person is missing the emotions inside of it, the rest of the three they may work. But when it begins to expressing the emotions, it puts them together. But you have to be this comfort zone of that intense emotions. Because if the emotions are intense, why they are? Because if she is holding these intense energies and these synchronicities inside of it, and she cannot take it, she reacts on the truth. The truth releasing that freedom. And that truth is released by expressing it, by expressing the emotions. Some of the twin flames, they're calling me and they're like, dear, why am I so within this hot energies. What can I do? How can I cool off? I can get this, can take these heavy energies. Because the unavailability to express your emotions to the person you love. But if you're learning to be okay of not expressing their emotions because the person is unavailable to themselves, even if you express it, I know it's hard. I know some of you crying out there. I know some of you hurt so much about this because you cannot express your emotions to these people, but they're emotionally unavailable to you. How about you express that love to your own self first? Begin from there. That's going to heal you, the wounds inside of you. CJ, thank you for coming in. Another tip I want to give you about this inner fights inside of it of all this. It is about the inner fights, those distorted energies, guys, inside of you, finding the source. The source could be inherited. The source could be programmed from the society. The source could be from third party interference. The source could be wherever it is. When you find what it is going on, then you have to be okay with all the situations there. Because if you're not fine with the situation the way it is, you begin this inner fights inside of it. It's like, it's not my circus, and it's not my monkeys, and I'm not gonna be the clown. Beep beep. Some people like this. And when I look at the inside of you, I know some of you laughing out there for it, but that's how it goes. Maybe once in a while I have to remind you about the beep beep situations in there. And looking inside of you, when you begin to winning the fights, when you're beginning to have this, you're going to turn into your love. You're going to turn your happiness. You're going to turn your smile. You not have to be anymore all the time on the lookout for the energies or the fields or anything else in there. You're you. You find your real self in there. And when you find your real self within all this, guess what? You know your ability, capabilities from within you. And the more fights you're winning from within yourself, the more you're gonna fall in love with you. The more you're gonna fall in love with you. Because this is the person you wish to become. And now you're becoming. Now you're that love, you now that there's expressions. Now you're in this positiveness within. You have this example from it. Even if the other people don't get it. You can go walk around the streets, you can put your smile on it. You put that smile within you, put the smile within your heart, you put the smile within your soul, and with the people, go out. Try it there. Sometimes you need to go ahead and smile within the people and be a good and hey, how are you? How you been doing? You're gonna find some people like this. It pays me to attentions to me that I'm passing through a lot of people. I was walking my dog today, and here in the town for confirmations, anyone always works like that way. I love when the universe does that. Talking about that, we have some people here with different caste, different culture, and so on and so on. And you know what? I see a lot of other people, they smiling and so on, and but that people, they are very poor. They're from the very low caste here in Bulgaria. But the guy, he stopped me. He's like, "Hey, how you been doing? Is everything was okay with your surgeries? I wish everything is good for you. You're looking good." I didn't even ask him about it. I didn't even have things for it. You see, that is what that is. So that's it is because your gravity relates to other people. Well, gravity is changing within you. The more winning battles you get in it within yourself, the more things you are going to be happy about it. And you continue this progress over and over and over, you're going to find the wisdom within you first. Your internal wisdom from yourself to yourself. That wisdom is going to be coming from the spirit transferred to the soul, who right now is just kind of clinch over within your mind and rewriting your mind continue goes over and over and over. You're gonna cut yourself like you thinking more from soul perspective, acting from more from soul perspective, getting it in there from the more of the divine positions in there. And that was gonna lead you. The way you had that connections with the mind and soul before, now the soul goes into the mind. Now you're gonna getting these energies that are between your soul and your spirit within you. These are gonna be very interesting changes within you because that wisdom that comes from spirit is gonna be passing to the soul directly within your mind. So now the mind and soul is a one thing. I know some of you laughing right now there, but it is process of evolutions, guys. It's a process of very beautiful evolution. There is so much energy and information he has with all this, trying to get it out there, trying to put it out there. Okay. I know that you guys have some questions. You can go ahead and ask those questions for it. But this is going to be one of the most healing within yourself that you actually going to do. And the only thing you will know that you are fully healed when you are challenged and you actually don't react the same way as you used to. Pass the test, what is going to be within you? How you going to be acting and reacting of the situations in there. All right, VJ, soul vibrations powerful than earthly love. Actually, soul vibrations, yes. But can you imagine, VJ, you are going to be combining this earthly love with soul vibrations, with the spirit within you, and they're all going to become one. What is it going to be within you? It's going to be very beautiful there. Pallavi, hold a safe space for your intense emotions. I use nurturing, journaling, and self-reflection, self-talks, hobbies. Yes, you can do that. That's the right thing. I mean, I do the safe space for my intense emotions in there. I caught them on time. Sometimes I caught them like instantly, and I don't act like I used to be. Okay. Um, if you go to the nature, that it's pretty good in there. Journaling, for some of the people, journaling is working very well. They actually express those intense energies in the journaling. If you're journaling, great. I don't journaling. I journaling here. Okay. And self-reflections, self-talk. That is it about self-awareness. Pallavi, when you do that, you already know what those energies and how they affect and how powering this is. Because the self awareness is the part of winning the battle of these inner wars. Because when these inner wars they begin within you, ask yourself, is it worth it? Does it worth it my time, effort, and energy to be there? Does it worth the effort to explain something that maybe the person will not understand? Do I have to say the person of like what they're thinking about is totally different than what it is? If the person comes in, it's like, hey, what's up? What the heck? You explain. But if you not, if they come in with their, you know, fire within them, with their bazookas and everything that you can imagine in there, you're like, what can I do for you? You're gonna be, stay away from that. But it's great. Hobbies also. So pretty good, Pallavi. Giving an example to the people here. Pallavi, VJ or VJ Pallavi, okay. CJ, once I started to work on healing the emotional pain body, my heart slowly opened up to new comprehending, removing old beliefs, and being open to truth. CJ, my heart goes with you. It's very good that you're here and you tell this to the people here. That is a very good example. Because yes, you heal these things from within you. You heal those energies within you. You're removing the old, the purge. The purge is still going on. If you haven't learned the situations from the last year, we're talking about Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius energies. You think you're gonna get away this year? It's given a chance for you to learn those fights. We are gonna be pretty soon, all these Leo energies right now, since Mars and Venus is in Leo. When the Sun is gonna be coming in there, the authority, then we're gonna have fights again and there. What's gonna happen when the Sun goes into Scorpio? We're all gonna find some situations in there. And then when the Sun goes in Aquarius, that is the rebellion part in there. What are you going to do? And those are the situations that we are talking about. Because for some who has now done this work, they may gonna feel like they have to go doing the things. They may have to go through all these energies inside of within them. It is what it is. Okay. If anyone has any questions or anything to add or to share, or if you guys have any idea for a topic, or if you need something for the inner fights, if you want to give me an example of inner fight, I can try to help you to resolve it with you. Okay, guys. That is a what kind of like I have this talk patterns. Universe says yes. How do we unite emotional knots? First of all, understand what is a knot is within you. Because before you actually get this knots, if you're talking about like what? How should I explain this? Okay. It's all nice and straight, right? Now there is a knot in here. Can you make this straight right away right now? How you want to unite those? Or what does the union means to you? Before you get to the knots of emotions, the truth has to be there. So once the truth comes out, they're already tied. They're already on one in there. But the people don't know that is. And if you look at the emotional situations, the emotions are something like a knife with kind of like a two blades. in there. It doesn't have a handle. But within the right emotions, if you look at it within yourself, you will decide what you're going to do with the emotions. Some of the people who are emotionally unavailable, they understand that knife. Okay? So if you look at it within this, you decide to develop new emotions, not these human based primary emotions, which is they could be, you're trying to help somebody or you're trying to tell somebody and so on. You put your point of view, doesn't matter good or bad way, in there, but those are your primary functions. Okay. So now what we're talking about is when you develop the spiritual emotions within yourself, those emotions that you express on the base of your soul within your spirituality within you, which is fix your personality, of course, in there. And all what that does is fixing that within you. And when you get that truth up, then the truth fix everything. But the fears of the truth, you have to face it. Okay? And if your partner is not within their truth, can you do something about that? No, you can't. Can you force them? No, you can't. You gotta let them go and run. If they want to run, they'll run. If you don't go into chase, you just let the bird out of the cage and it's sad. Listen, here, you're free. You can go fly. It's up to you if you want to come back. I'm giving you this freedom from within. So if you look at it, you gotta face your fear to let the bird out of the cage, not to keep it for you. You have to let down. That is it, the ultimate freedom, because otherwise you're codepending on the bird to sing for you because it's in the cage. And you have a fear that if you let the bird out, they may not gonna come back. But that's a fear. But if you looking at within your soul, within your spirits, you let them go. And when they come back, you're yours. Because now they choose to be with you. That's what it's missing within a lot of within the twin flame soul relationships. But when you this internal war of fear within you, you're gonna find your internal powers that turning into a wisdom, VJ. And I wish you do that. CJ, because of TF choice, I had to shift my focus from us to my inner being. Very challenging thing to do, but life changing. Self care and nourishing, opposite of how I was in my whole life. There you go, CJ. Focus first within you. You become the healthy personality. You become the healthy human being. And rest of it, you live up to the universe. Exactly. That is the path of healing. Because you gave up to fight this inner fight for your TF, for us. And this is what the old understanding says like, oh, you have to fight for us. You have to fight for me. You have to beg me so I can be with you. Sounds like codependence, toxic, narcissistic relationships. The new energies doesn't even call about that. The new energies, after you winning those inner battles within yourself, they're gonna be talking to you in your soul, from your spirit. You're gonna be like, nope, why should I have to beg for your love? If you love me, you're gonna give me that love for free. But I'm not gonna push you. But I'm gonna give you the time and space you to do that from within yourself. I don't want to fight for us. If you will become us, it's because you and I we choose us. Phones, messages, right? But when we're talking about these particular situations, okay, about the twin flames, you need to understand the twin flame, first of all, is you. You have to look at it and develop the twin flame energies inside of you as yourself. This healthy human relationship personality within yourself that will prepare you to be in a healthy relationship, personality with other under the divine guidance. Talking about union, union first begins from within you. And yes, when you pay this choices, when you pay to this CJ, glad that you're here. And I'm glad that you're a very good example about the people here. Pallavi, observation awareness helps a lot. Taking a step back, taking your time, it is a good thing to learn in every situation. Response, not attack, not react. A response is good. Yes, you to kind of like just to respond like calm down, the things are okay. No, I'm not acting like this. No, I'm not reacting like this. Because then when it comes in, it's like, I have a fear that you may do this, you may do that, you may just, and so on and so on. But you're not. They expect a certain reactions from you. Reaction. Re of the actions. Response of the action. How you gonna respond of these actions of theirs? And when you're not responding with anything, when not responding with anything inside of it, but you are just observe, and your response are totally different. That nobody expecting you to respond in that way. Then they may gonna look at it, they're like touching their nose. It's like beep beep. I don't make fun, okay? I know it's just some of you maybe get triggers in there, but okay, we're talking about they will realize of what's going on. Come on, gotta have some fun. Mora, hi. So thankful for this topic. Yeah, actually, it was good pickup from the universe of this topic. Actually, I love that topic for it because let me tell you the rewards of winning the inner fights is love. Let me tell you that the more winner you win this internal wars inside of you, the more room actually have for things that matters to you, like peace, love, compassion. You're not stressed anymore because the less wars you have within you, the less stress you have. What is stress? Inner wars. Do you have to live your life in inner stress and inner wars within you? Do you deserve to be happy in life? Do you want to be happy with your life? Why are you stressing about it? Erica, I feel deeply happiness within me. The first, what I feel and I say to myself in the morning is love myself. Exactly. Love you. Mm, love myself. I don't remember what was that motivational speaker. He left this inside of my head. Like I'm hearing his voice is like, man, when I wake up early in the morning, man, I see this man in the mirror and I want to kiss myself. I don't remember who was that in there, but that's kind of what that energy is. And I was all the time like, this guy is crazy. Now I understand what it was. Now I understand what this is. Not kind of like a love that you see yourself in the mirror. It's like, man, I love you. It's a self love because you don't depending on another person's love. When another person loves you and they give you that love and you give back, that love begins so big. Now you and that person are in love. So yes, you have to love yourself. And I myself, I was known to awaken me. Exactly. I knew this is truth in the mind, but now I have felt and I knew it's with the soul. Exactly. When you begin to improve yourself with all this, and your mind begins to be more within the soul than within your ego, you win this battle. Okay? You will find out what is the winner. The left is you to continue getting to the bottom of things within yourself because your ego turns to your protector, protect you from other people's ego. You recognize that the other people, they are egoistic, they have different energies, they have different situations, they have different opinions, they have different things within themselves. And now your ego is just boom, it comes in, it's like raise the red flag right away. And the soul is like, hold on, let me see what it is. Is this or this that? And when your energy goes in there and comes back to the gravity from within them, you definitely know what's going on. So beautiful in the new world. More, I almost reacted last night because I felt was stagnant on this journey. I want to have an epiphany that the journey is meant to be slow and not to rush and appreciate each other differences and accept each other and remind that we bring growth, knowledge, wisdom to the table. Definitely know it was ego wanting to hurry up, and I had to tell my ego to take a back seat. That's how you win battle. Okay, read it. You guys read it right there. What more wrote? You put your ego on the back seat, the back burner, and there, and just like ego. Your job is to protect me, not to control me. Go in the back. Hey Juanita, hi Dio, we love you. Thank you for carrying us all. You guys welcome. I know how it has been. Okay, and I'm working right now those wounds of the wounded healer to be healed from within me. Uh, there are more masculine power within me that rising up, but at the same time, it's rising up the understanding of the feminine energies. And I know that in the past 3 days, Venus entered Leo. The whole world went on fire. Intense energy, thoughts, things. This is gonna be coming in. Okay, hold on to your seats because this is gonna be for quite a few months into it. So Venus gonna go, gonna move, gonna come back, and gonna go forward again. But the good part is Venus is gonna get twice the wisdom, twice the wisdom in there. And if you're following the energies, the energy reports, they're gonna be help you. Someone asked me to do a weekly report, so you guys ask and I will receive whatever it needs that. So, oh wow, Mora, I agree with you. Is awesome. Hey Mora, thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, look who's walk in. Hi, Cece. I bursted out extremely and scary. Ooh, Cece, what did you do? Come on, you're better than that. But you got so much fire on you, and somebody put more fire with an already burning fire. Probably, yeah. And you're gonna be scary because too much fire sometimes is a scary thing. But you're learning there. I'm happy for you. Erica, I feel my TF not anymore somebody else but me. I'm very happy, peaceful, and speechless love. Exactly. We are going to be explaining you to what we've been going through pretty soon. Uh, this thing is coming because we've seen that the people need things. And we're going to be working for you guys. We think that we're trying to escape that. No, we can't escape things. But it's meant to be, it's meant to be. You know, the worst part is when you know, you recognize things, and you try to suppressing things, so on and so on. For so, yeah, I'm in working. Okay, guys, I'm working currently to get another apartment in Spain. there, that apartment to be available for people to come and heal or work in some full group. Talking about 4-bedroom apartment. So if it's meant to be, will be. I'm working it for it. Have some challenges, but we'll see. If it's meant to be, God's gonna take care of the challenges in there. But also we're working to put some system in place that it's gonna be working for you guys, so we can be able to help more and more. Because when you've been walking into the road of suffering, and you know what the people of suffer, you understand your primary concern as a healer is to help the people, but not helping the people like used to be and as before. You looking at from your point of view of wounds, of the wounds that it's inside of you, the wounds that you suck it at those wounds from the people and you take it as yours. No, right now you're working as a healing healer, heal person, heal people. You only give them the wisdom and let the wisdom and the love work within them. You're not doing that anymore. And that is going to be the one thing that you're going to find out pretty soon when you become that healed person within yourself. I bursted out extremely and scary. CC, oh, there you go. Honestly, I couldn't deal with it anymore. Yes, a lot of the people have to come to that point not to deal with that anymore so they can pay more attention to within themselves and stop fighting, CC. Stop the fights. Pallavi, I do namaste to the energies, to the balance with my energies. Love that, what you wrote, Pallavi. Wrote, I like that. Juanita, CC, you're quite a character. Oh boy, here it comes. I love the energies of the chart of the chat right now. For Yeah, we're having a fun right now here. Let's go. Let's go have a party. I like that. Maybe we should get in a party on there and for it. Um, Visualize. You need to visualize the things first within yourself. Go in that visions there within your mind, looking at within your ego and within your soul perspective there. But when you visualize in things, what do you visualize? Okay. And CC, just being honest. CC, I love that you're honest. And that's how it should be. And I admire you for that. Okay. Honest. All right. We haven't catch up in a while with your CC, but stay there. All right. I know that it is the beautiful part. I love you. Pressure got too much. I snapped. Let me tell you, if you snap, did you learn from the snap? Or you are going to be like, you know what? Enough is enough of this snapping out of me. Why I'm doing this to myself? Oh, what the heck? Let them snap themselves. Just giving you kind of like a different perspective, CC. Okay. So, Mora, makes so much sense to you. For whatever you makes much sense, whatever you said, Mora, thank you. Grande, sending love, everyone. Exactly. Put the love out there, let it be. CJ Spain, that's a great deal. I'll be holding a space for you for the perfect place in the perfect timing. Yeah, it's very hard because I was digging it for apartment that they're gonna allow with the dog, and found an apartment that the owners of the apartment agree for the dog, but we have some different things. But hopefully that's gonna be okay. The divines, they know what to do in there. The thing is the peaceful energies that is in there in Spain. It has something amazing. Even there, I amazed myself that I found a post that I was in Spain a few years back at Bilbao, all I did, I was rolling it. Wow, it's amazing. There's a lot of inner peace here. Why did I get it a few years back? Why I didn't already moved into Spain? Why I already been doing what I need to do? Divine time, divine partner, the right time, the right opportunities. It's all divining. Yes, CJ, that's what there is. VJ, really appreciate you, Dio, what you're doing to TF Collective Energies. You're welcome, guys. You're welcome. You're welcome. I know somehow, some way, things will gonna happen. Been doing this for the community for a quite long while, and as you pay attention of my early age at the beginning of this channel until right now, how much evolutions blows in the front of your eyes. One day, hopefully, people is going to be actually using this as their guidelines. That's all I pray for it. The rest of it, it is what it is. And VJ is amazing. You're welcome. Tiffany, hi. Thank you for raising your hand and say hi. High five to you. Cici, would like to go retrograde myself by now. You should do that. Actually, going retrograde on your own self is like, let me go back in time. I did that exercise back in a few years. I was talking about how to fix your main issues as the timelines. And actually, if I have to be honest with you, this should be the retrograde, the self-retrograde exercise. Maybe you see, CC, you gave me a point in there that maybe tomorrow I should talk about this retrograde yourself healing in there. All right. Boy, the energy is good. I like this energy right now in the chat in there. Trying to put some more fun with this, but at the same time, we're serious. We're talking about serious progresses that are going on. Okay. But when you healed, you're gonna be smiling, you're gonna be laughing, you're not gonna be anymore like if you do like this, you gotta be, yeah. So CC, in a way, you actually setting up that topic for tomorrow in there. Grande, thank you for the good energy. So it's Pallavi. CC, see the middle part. That's me not moving. Oh, you're stuck. Okay. Why are you stuck, CC? Between the patterns of too much information, or maybe you have to learn to stay in peace to see the two sides of the clock. That could be it too. But life goes on. There. Pallavi, that will be a good topic, self-retrograde. If you guys want that self-retrograde, I will give you this credit to your CC. Anyway, CC has not been giving you for a very long time. She's not been giving ideas for a topic. I like the energy today. I like the energy today. So, all right. If you guys want to talk about the self-retrograde, say or raise your hand or move your left ear. Pressure, pressure, diamond bursting from within. Oh yeah, but when the diamond is ready and shine, that's the beauty. That's the beauty, Cici. That's the beauty. So that's the beauty in there. My job become a topic. Hey, Instead of Gavina, this is actually a pretty good example. You turning the war of something and you turning into your wisdom. Come on, CC. You do it by default. Now I can see you smiling and laughing, which is good. That's the way it should be. Honestly, I hurt myself today to make it stop. Ooh, CC, how about you and I have a chat on Facebook? Would you like that? Just between is in the world, between us in the world. Oh, CC. All right. A few things for it. Um, you may gonna find out there's a divine masculine energies. You are more and more powerful within yourself, within your vulnerabilities, and with the wisdom inside of yourself. As divine feminine, you may gonna be developing a lot of compassion and a lot of fire of love within you. So try not to use this fire to burning, but use the wisdom to fire up in soul within yourself. In there, I mean, some energies that could be very intense, talking about intimacy, physical situations. You may gonna have urges and so on in there, and so want there. Uh, Tiffany H, how do you feel about the video? Yes, Tiffany sent me about the video about manufacturing babies, and that's a whole other topic. But whatever the world is going on right now, and the way it was presented in there within the presentations, can you imagine that whatever happened into Star Wars, like building these soldiers, can actually happen even? You don't need too much in there. So I like that video, Tiffany. Thank you so much for bringing it in there. But in the future, we have to look at both sides, because some people who they are incapable of holding the babies in them, and they've been trying it 4, 5, 6, 7 times to have a baby, and they're losing it. Maybe that is a good solution. But if you look at the bad side of this, so we have to look at the both ends within all these situations in there. But you know, things are the way they're present, and the way the things is could be. Fortunately, it is what it is, and only the future can determine it. But currently, within all these energies in there, we should not really worry about it. All you have to worry about here and now. And if you are worried about here and now, that determines the future. So, Juanita, Cici, you have to calm down, please. I love the way you speak, though it's good. I'm good now. Steam is out. There you go. All right. I'm going to be writing down in here. We're going to be talking about self-retrograde. That was good. New term at the same time. I like that. Self-retrograde. All right. All right, guys. Well, if you have any more something to share, any more questions, let's discuss that. If not, guys, let's share the love and the light in here. I want to say thank you to all of you coming in here. Thank you for the good time, and let's rock the boat a little bit. But let's rock the boat in a good way from within you. If you're stuck, keep on moving. Rock the boat. If you're stuck, fall forward with that boat. Let the boat take you wherever it needs to be taking you. Go within the river of life in there. And my wish for you right now is go win these fires from within you. Put those fires out and be loved, guys. All right. Thank you, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. We're going to be talking about self-retrograde healing. And I love it. Love you guys and love you.